who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2022, CR 9805, for the offense of aggravated robbery on February 3rd, 2023 for a period of 10 years. Is that you?
Yes, Your Honor.
Violation of condition number 14 true. Is there an agreement?
Yes, Your Honor. It's to amend conditions of probation to include zero tolerance and fair ISF followed by ISP. The state is also going to take into consideration county court cause number 703-603. And the defendant is to have no harmful or injurious contact with Felicity Garcia.
All right. Who is Felicity Garcia?
She was the listed victim in the county court case.
All right. Defense.
Your Honor, that is the agreement. Mr. Carmona is very motivated to successfully complete his probation with you, Judge. I think ISF, as we just heard from the prior hearing, it could be very beneficial regarding his compliance with the court's wishes. And he's very motivated to get back to his daughter and try to change his life.
Why shouldn't I send you to prison? Because it's obviously I placed you on probation. I'm not, I see the other allegations, which it appears you were placed on probation in February. And since February, the only thing you did was pick up a new offense. So why shouldn't I send you to prison?
That unlawful restraint was just a big misunderstanding. I did not really do anything but lock the door. That's all that happened. I just didn't want I didn't want to talk to the cops or nothing. And my girlfriend had climbed into the window and unlocked the door for the cops. And all I did was try locking it so that I knew that was my first day on probation. I didn't want to.
Here's the thing. That unlawful restraint case is not accusing you of unlawfully restraining yourself. Am I right about that?
Yes, Judge.
So let's stop with this. I didn't want to talk to the police, and you're trying to make it sound like you locked yourself in because you didn't want to talk to anybody. The complainant listed in the unlawful restraint is not yourself. So again, why shouldn't I just send you to prison? Because I know for a fact, because you're young, I know I told you that everything that you do, you need to ask yourself a simple question. Is this something that could potentially result in me going to prison for life? And I know I told you because you're young, I know I told you that if it's something where you're like, I don't know, maybe, then you shouldn't do it. If the answer to that question is definitely yes, then you shouldn't do it. So instead of you following my conditions that I set for you in February, you're back here in April and you never did anything. You did nothing. And now you come to me and I'm assuming everybody's asking for mercy. You're asking for mercy for the court. Why should I give it to you?
Well, Your Honor, I've really not been I have such a big heart, and I just want to prove to my family that I'm not a bad person. And I also want to prove to you.
So let me stop you right there. Let's assume that you don't have a family. Let's assume you are in this world all by yourself. Why should I be showing you mercy when you didn't follow any of my conditions? Because what you're telling me is, don't send me to prison because I want to prove something to my family. That ship has sailed. Don't come to me saying, I want to be out because I have a child. That ship has sailed. If you're here by yourself, which you are, why should I not just send you to prison and move on to the next case? I can send you to prison for 5 or up to life and say, good luck to you, and go on to the next person.
Well, I also wanted to prove to you that I'm not such a bad person and I could complete the 10 years deferred.
No, you've proven to me that you can't. Good people always say good people sometimes do bad things. So you've proven to me that you can't do probation because you have not done it. The only thing you've done since you've been on probation is pick up this new case. So my question is, why shouldn't I just send you to prison and move on to the next person?
I also wanted to be a role model for all of my other brothers that are locked.
Well, let's assume you don't have any brothers or sisters. Because you should have been a role model before you picked up this case.
Yes, Your Honor.
And I will tell you, if I go along with this agreement, I'm doing no contact with Felicity Garcia. And if somebody wants that no contact lifted, then I need to speak to Felicity Garcia and find out what's going on here.
Yes, ma'am.
And how old is your child?
She's 1, gonna be 2 in June.
So you got a 1-year-old about to be 2, and she didn't ask for it, but now she has a father who has an aggravated case and who is looking at going to prison for life. And then I guess she can be in front of me saying, well, you know, I never had a father. He went to prison. There's this vicious cycle that's going on here in Bexar County where everybody comes before me. And you know what they say? Oh, I only went to 9th grade. Oh, my father's in prison. Oh, my mom's in prison. My grandmother raised me. At some point, that's going to have to stop. All right, I'm going to deny the motion. There's going to be no contact with Felicity Garcia. I'm going to want parenting classes. I probably already ordered that if he told me he had a child before. Yes, I did. Where are you going to be living? Because you're not going to be living with Felicity Garcia.
I'm gonna stay on my dad.
Does he want you there? Have you asked?
Yes, I have.
Does he have criminal history?
I don't think so. I'm not really sure.
All right, so
But if not, I was planning to live at Heaven for Hope. I was before, but I had to pick up.
do you have any drug issues in your past? All right, we'll do ISF, cognitive. And I want field visits when he's released. And those are to be once a month, and make those random. And is there anything else that he needs probation?
Are you saying the local Bear ISS or state ISS?
Whichever one, just whichever one that has the cognitive one.
Both of them.
Well, we'll do local.
Okay.
What's your daughter's name? And there's to be no visitation, because I don't know why people bring their children to facilities like the Bexar County Jail and prison. So you are not to have your daughter visiting you at those facilities. Her immune system is not even built up. And the last thing she needs to do is see her father in custody, because then people think that's the way to go. You understand?
Your Honor, may I confirm the disposition of the medium time?
The state is taking that in consideration. All right, is there anything else you need from me to be successful? Is there anything you need from the court?
No, Your Honor.
Anything else? I'm going to tell you this for the last time. Every decision that you make from here on out, you need to ask yourself before you follow through with that decision, is this something that could result in me potentially going to prison for life a day before you're eligible for parole? And even then, there's no assurance that you will get it. And if you end up getting sentenced on this case, more likely than not, your child will have gone through her quinceañera and everything else before you're released. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, we can go off the record. And what is up with this Marbach haircut business? What's up with that? Is that something that people are just doing? Do you know about that?
I'm not sure. I've had it for as long as I can remember.
Okay. All right, and you're going to have to start getting a job, all right?
Yes, Your Honor.
You just got a daughter to support. Good luck to you. Don't disappoint me.
My name is Happy. I upload courtroom video for education purpose. This video may contain copyrighted works not specifically authorized for use, but believed in good faith to be protected by the fair use doctrine under Section 107 of U.S. copyright law.